guys ready for the big secret? I'm old. This is a 85 Honda Goldwing 1200 that I got now. So we'll talk about it as we ride, but anyway, here it is. This is my new ride. For those of you that don't know yet. Oh, I just got off work. Get my phone and all this. Yeah, it's got a radio on it too. And it gets loud. She was staring out the So, this is my new bike. I've sold the other one, or I'm in the process of selling it. I've let a guy that's wanting to join our MC. I've sold it to him on payments, so this is what I ended up getting. I will be getting another play bike. It's just for now. I wanted something comfortable and I wanted something reliable, and hey, you can't tell it by looking at it, but it's an 85, so it's obviously reliable. Doesn't even have 100,000 miles on it yet. Goldwings are notorious for going 200,000 miles without having to have major work done on them, so this was the choice that I made. I got it for a steal from a guy that I work with that has another one just like it, so this is what I decided to go with. It's a little dirty. I need to clean the windshield, and I need to, you know, clean it up a little, but I've been riding it a lot here lately. I've already put probably, let's see, I got it at 9, so I've put 4,500 miles on it already, and I haven't even had it a month. So if that tells you anything. Well, no, I've had it a little over a month. I've had it a month and a week. But really great bike, runs really good. As you can see, I've already got my little cup holder and phone holder and stuff on it. So a lot's happened since I've talked to you guys. I've moved. I've been promoted president of the MC chapter that I'm in. We split off and made another chapter here in Georgia, so there's now more than just that chapter that I was in, which there's more anyway, but I'm the president of the new chapter. The FTO of the other chapter came with us, so that's really cool. We got VP, we got one of my friends. We picked up 3 hang-arounds just the other day, so that's really good for an MC to be growing that fast, or for a new chapter to be growing that fast. How beautiful. But yeah, in the process of moving, trying to figure out what the bank's going to do with my other home. So in the meantime, just kind of, you know, just nothing permanent. But yeah, the biggest thing here is the bike. Got me a new bike. Still been hitting the gym. I'm trying to get back healthy again. I don't know how long ago it was I did that motovlog talking about, you know, New Year's resolutions and not needing it to be a new year to do a resolution. So May 1st I decided I'm gonna get back in the gym hardcore, so I've been using a personal trainer, and he's a bodybuilder also. But this guy, for 2.5 months now, I've been sore as hell and can barely move every day. Today my back is sore and my legs are sore. Whatever I worked out the day before is not gonna be able to work the next day, pretty much is how that one works. Man, I need to clean this windshield. I'm sure you guys can see how dirty that is. All looks like scratches, but it's just dirt and junk on it from where I haven't cleaned it the past few days. Need to take one of those headlight restore things to it, I guess. But yeah, this bike, okay, I'll walk you through the features if you've never seen a road with a Goldwing. So obviously one of the best things is the big ass windshield. I don't have to worry about eye pro as much, or anything hitting me in the eyes if I've got the visor up, which I normally wear a half shell on it, which I don't know, I kind of like, but I kind of like the full face. They both have their advantages. But it's got air ride suspension, so I can adjust the front and the back, so how stiff the suspension is. And that's done down here. It's got compartments, storage compartments right here and right here. It's got radio. It's got a tape player, but I don't use it. I just listen to the radio the whole time. And all that's controlled over here with the CB radio that's over here. All that's controlled on this side, so you can do it without taking your hand off the throttle hand, so you can hear how loud the radio gets. But you can change channels and talk and tune it and turn the volume up, all that good stuff. But then it has the CB radio over here, and then these switches that are down here are just lights around it. The vents you see up here up front are actual air conditioning vents, just let air through. And then of course the speakers. And then down at the bottom, it's got really good fairing protection, and it's got tip over protection, and then I have the place where I put my feet. Forgive the attire, I just got off work. This is work clothes. But so it's got the highway footrest, so you know, long rides you can stretch your feet out. And it's got compartment right here. This is not the gas tank. The gas tank's actually under the seat, and I get to it right here. And what that does is that makes it to where the center of gravity is a lot lower on the bike. So this bike actually is pretty agile for the size of bike that it is. Now it is an extremely heavy bike, especially compared to any bikes that I've rode so far. This is by far the heaviest bike that I've ever rode. You kind of got to plan around that. So if I'm going to pull in somewhere and it's an uphill or it's a downhill pull in, then I kind of have to plan around being able to back it up to get it out. So usually I'll turn around and back in that way. That way I can leave. So you got to think about where you're going to park because of that. Hang on, I got sweat. Cards. I'm not used to having the visor down so much. There's no wind right here, by the way. If like when it rains, if I'm going about 60 miles an hour and it's raining and I'm on the interstate or something, nothing gets wet. That's how good of protection it has. So that'll come in handy during the winter. And during the summer, you bake behind this. So that's what these are. I can turn them in towards me. I just got them out right now because it was raining the other day. I got them pointed out. But I can point them towards me. It works like one of those old car windows where the air turns inside the vehicle. It's the same thing. So I can get some airflow back here. But right here, there's not much air. So because of that, you can bake behind this thing during the summer. You get pretty hot, especially wearing leathers and stuff. But it's got a backrest on it. You guys saw that at first. It's got really good tip over protection, which I've already used because, like I said, it's one of the heaviest bikes I've ever had. I stopped at the Harley dealership one day with the guys. One of the guys was going in to get some work done on his bike. And I stopped and I was tilted a little bit and didn't have the kickstand down. Didn't think it was that heavy. Figured I would just, you know, put my foot down. And yeah, I was wrong. It was way heavier than I thought it was. So it just did like that. I mean, it didn't tip over far at all. It's got tip over protection, but because of that, you can get pretty, you can lean pretty good with it, but nowhere near the crotch rockets or any of the other bikes that I've had. So it scrubs real easy. So if I take a turn too hard, you see sparks everywhere. And that's from back here. It's got the hard saddlebags. I love all the storage and stuff that's in it. But yeah, it's got a lot of chrome on the back, and because of that, it sets pretty low if I don't adjust the suspension. So especially when I have a passenger with me, if I get really good and hard into a turn, like some of you guys have seen me do before, it throws sparks everywhere and scrapes the bottom of it, which you can't tell looking at it unless you laid down on the ground and looked up at the bottom of it. But yeah, a lot of scrapes there from where I've already done it so many times. I do it to passengers just because I think it's funny to scare them and make them think we're going to wreck. But yeah, really good bike. It's got cruise control. It's got all the stuff you would want on a, I mean, it's a $30,000 bike, brand new. If you got a new Goldwing with these, you know, with what this thing has on it, you're going to spend $26,000, $30,000. And I got this one for under $4,000. So, you know, I couldn't turn that deal down. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more of these. The issue with not being able to do them was this cable that I'm holding right here. The other one stopped working, and it took me a little bit to narrow it down to what it was. I thought it was the mic piece, but it wasn't the mic piece. So anyway, I'll be back to doing these and still doing the instructional videos, the survival videos. I'm going to be going camping with my family here in the next few weeks. So I'll do some videos there and, you know, maybe a little bit of training videos and stuff, but I'm still doing them. Just haven't got to do them in the past few weeks. So, but anyway, it's really good to do this again. This is kind of a little bit of my my own personal therapy, talking to myself on a bike while I ride. It's really nice out here, especially on days like this. I've had this thing in a few good storms already. It does really good during a storm as far as not getting wet, but it being such a big bike, it gets moved around a little bit with the wind. But a really, really, really comfortable ride. Like, I've never rode a more comfortable bike. But like I say, I do want a play bike. I want another crotch rocket or you know, a little bar hopper chopper or something like that. I just want something that I can play on and, you know, act a little crazy on, but not get too stupid. If I do get a crotch rocket, I'll have to tone it down a lot more than what I used to be. Tommy Two Wheels, I heard that he got busted for like speeding and lane splitting, and I guess he was going to go to court and try to beat the probation, and the state patrol showed up with his old videos of doing all the crazy stuff he did, and he ended up getting jail time for his other videos. Instead of getting away from probation, he got a worse sentence. So that being said, I have done some stupid shit on video, like wheelies and lane split at 150 and just stupid stuff. So I'm going to tone it down a whole lot, and if I ever go to court, I'm turning this channel off if I go to court. I'm going to turn here. This thing has really good blinkers and brakes and stuff on the back. Like it does that three-way brake thing, like where it flashes when you brake and all that. So I haven't had nearly as many people lock it up behind me on this thing, which granted, it's the size of a freaking Cadillac on the road as far as bikes go. It's a huge bike. So it seems to me to be a little bit safer as far as the size goes. Now, it's not nearly as loud as the last Cruiser I had or as agile as any of the crotch rockets that I've had, but like I say, for it to be such a big bike, I mean, I can turn it pretty quick. Because of the air ride suspension, it'll do this number if I keep doing it though. And also, because it's such a big bike, and the Goldwings are notorious for the bearing issue, where if I let go, let me see if I can make it do it. Yeah, there it goes. It'll get the death wobble when slowing down if you don't have a tight grip on the wheels. That's because of the front bearings in the wheels, which Goldwings are notorious for that, and they make an upgrade to fix that. I'll probably get that in the future. But well, anyway, guys, this is my new bike, and I'm back to doing motovlog. Let me see if I can make it straight for y'all. Oh, I didn't get low enough. But yeah, I'm back to doing motovlogs, and this is the new bike. So really good talking to you guys. I'll get back to you as soon as I can with another video. Thanks for watching. I guess that'll have to do. Cue that outro music.